Roll it back. Ask yourself, did you really do it right? You read the books. You meditated. You visualized. You cleaned up your diet. You listened to the gurus. You wrote your intentions. You worked with your body. You tried to be correct, mindful, high vibe. But in silence, the universe stays quiet. Nothing comes true. Inside, just emptiness and apathy. Why? Because you didn't break the core. You built on the surface but never touched the foundation. You put wallpaper on a house that's already falling apart. Your consciousness never transformed. It just got dressed in new knowledge. And no matter how beautiful the packaging is, if the old version of you is still alive inside, it will rule. It will guide your choices, attract the same stories, sabotage every step forward. Don't understand what's happening in your life? Look inward. The world doesn't punish. It repeats. It's not against you. It mirrors you. You wonder why it's happening again? And it replies, because it's still you. It doesn't read your dreams. It reads your background frequency. It doesn't respond to your wants. It reflects your beliefs. It doesn't hear your words. It feels your state. You want wealth, but you live in worry? You'll get more worry. You want love, but live in mistrust? Life will show you why you shouldn't trust. You want freedom, but you cling to the old. Then here's one more reason to stay locked up. Until you rewrite your code, reality won't update. You live not in your house, not in your city, not in your body. You live where your attention is. You can fool everyone, but not the universe. It doesn't answer to your dreams. It answers to your alignment. Focus on lack, and it grows. Obsess over pain, and it strengthens. Scroll through other people's lives, and lose your own. Attention is your currency. Every second you're investing it, and collecting dividends, either in a reality that empowers you, or one that eats you alive. Want a different life? Redirect your focus. That's where it starts. And if you're already starting to see how the system works, focus, attention, energy, internal choice, but still feel like something's missing, it means you're at the edge. Beyond it, it's deeper. That's where it's no longer about thinking, but perceiving. I break all this down raw and filter-free in my Telegram channel. The real reasons wishes don't come true. The mechanics of influence, energy loops, how we actually interact with reality. Things no book or trendy video will ever explain. If you're done with inspiration and want understanding, come inside. That's where the answers live. You are not meant to be a victim. You are not a tree. You don't have to stay. You always have a choice, even when it feels like you don't. You either filter what enters your mind, or you live on autopilot with someone else's programming. You're either connected to yourself or lost in the noise. You're either building with awareness or repeating by default. Every day, you're either choosing strength or blending into weakness. Reality isn't built once a year on a retreat. It's built moment by moment. Where is your choice? Where is your filter? Where is your control over what enters? You can't control the whole world, but you can decide what gets inside of you. That's where it starts. Thought isn't magic, it's direction. Everyone chants thoughts become things, like a mantra, but thought isn't a wish-granting lamp. It's a map. It doesn't move you, it tells you where you're headed. You can repeat "I'm successful" 1,000 times, but if you're driven by a fear of failure, that's where you'll go. You can visualize money, but if you feel lack, you'll stay in the red. A thought without energy is dust. A thought with emotion becomes fuel. A thought powered by action becomes a weapon, but only if there's no contradiction inside. Want to change reality? Don't just think better, feel better. Vibration is movement. You can fool anyone, but not yourself, and definitely not the universe. It doesn't speak in words, it speaks in frequency. You think you're asking for love, but inside there's pain, mistrust, fear of betrayal. That's what it receives, and that's what it gives you. You want abundance, but radiate fear. Your signal is, I'm afraid I can't handle it. That's what life responds to. Emotion is the password to the vault. You want access? Match the frequency. Don't fake it. Become it. Want a new world? Feel like it's already here? That's real transformation, not in thoughts, in sensations. Communicating with the universe isn't mysticism. It's a skill. Still think the universe is distant? That it only replies to the chosen on mountain retreats? Number, it's talking to you always. You just don't always hear. It doesn't speak in sentences. It speaks in feelings, states, repetitions. Your life is a message. Every delay, meeting, flash, a signal. The question isn't if it's speaking. The question is, are you listening? You send vibrations. It responds. But if you're unsure inside, it answers with confusion. Learn to speak with it, honestly, through emotion, through the feeling of it's already done, and it will reply not when you want, but when you're ready. Thoughts are a garden. Stop watering it. Weeds take over. You can't plant rot and expect flowers. It's the same with thinking. Let yourself believe it's all too hard, and that's what grows. Every day, you're either cultivating strength or letting chaos rule. Your thoughts aren't just noise, they're building blocks, and weeds grow faster than roses. Want clarity? Clean regularly. Leave negativity unchecked. It becomes anxiety, apathy, pain. You don't have to fight every fear, but you must know what you allow inside. Focus is water. Where it flows, life forms. Control the stream. That's inner maturity. All your someday and what if are illusions. The only place you can shift anything is now. Want the universe to hear you? It's not in the future or the past. It's here. Every time you drift into later, you lose the power of now. Every time you mourn the past, you surrender the future. Stop living in yesterday. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Power is always in the present. The state of, I'm already in it, sends the ripple. If you're not living now, you're not living. Be in the moment, and the moment will create with you. Visualization isn't fantasy. It's a code. You're not daydreaming. You're programming. When you see it clearly, feel it deeply, live it inside, you're not imagining. You're commanding the field. I am ready. Most people visualize like children. Abstract, no body, no emotion. But the universe doesn't answer words. It answers purity. You must vibrate it. You must be the one who already has it. Not I want, but I am. That's how you become the magnet. Not by begging, not by hoping, by radiating. Consciousness isn't a philosophy. It's a tool. You're either drifting or steering. It's not about meditating in the morning. It's about knowing in every moment. What am I creating? Why am I thinking this? Where does this lead? Until you're aware, you're run by autopilot. Old pain, inherited beliefs, other people's goals. You think you're living, but you're just repeating. Expanding consciousness means finally seeing, this isn't mine. This is false. That is truth. And choosing, not from habit, not from fear, not from need, but from freedom. Those who create command, the rest react. Intuition isn't mystical. It's your true GPS. It's not a sixth sense. It's the first. You just forgot how to listen. Chase logic, formulas, advice, and you walk in circles. But intuition speaks directly, quietly, without proof. Just go there. The problem is you want guarantees, but intuition doesn't give guarantees. It gives direction. You either trust it or pick fear again. Real decisions don't come from the head. They come from depth, from stillness, from feeling. Want to move faster? Slow down and listen. Where logic stops, intuition opens doors. You can say you want love, money, freedom, but if you carry fear, guilt, doubt, your subconscious will never choose your words. It will choose your energy. It doesn't hear you. It feels you. If you haven't rewritten your beliefs, you're just shouting wishes into the noise of old programs. And so every I want gets sabotaged from within, like pressing gas and brake at once. Working with the subconscious isn't mantra work. It's excavation, honesty. What inside you is blocking it? Where are you your own enemy? Heal that, and your desires stop being dreams. They become the echo of your transformation. Affirmations aren't magic. They're tuning tools. Repetition is reprogramming, not for the world, for your system. They don't work when you don't believe them, but they begin to work when your tone shifts, when you speak and feel it's true. First as intention, then as state, then as reality. You're a receiver, tuning to the frequency you radiate. Affirmations are you setting the dial, and when you're stable inside, the outside responds. You and the universe aren't separate. You are it. You're not asking it for things. You're expressing through it. Every desire isn't a request. It's a creation. You're not a beggar at the gate. You're the co-author. You're the director who's done living by someone else's script and now rewrites their role. Everything you need already exists in the field. Your job is to clear the noise, sweep the lies, burn the clutter, and let clean intent rise. You're not a victim. You're not your past. You're not your job, your name, your status. You are consciousness shaping form. Everything you see is the echo of your inner state. Want new events, new people, a new level? Don't change the world. Change the lens through which you see it. Stop waiting. Stop asking when it'll happen. It will happen when you become the one who's ready. Create, feel, move.